Hi guys.
Welcome.
Surprise.
Are you alright? Can I intro my own
Just
people?
So excited to be here.
Look who we have. I was gonna make the joke again, but then I thought I shouldn't.
No, allow it. Trust me, you don't want the smoke. I promise you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have the one and only Uche. How are you?
It's me, guys. I'm good.
Uche's been here for the whole day, basically.
I've been cackling.
And we've been doing Q&A. We've been doing chat. This is our second video we're filming today. There's one on Uche's channel, which is going to be a Q&A about...
Oh, it's about the industry. Influencer industry.
Industry. Oh, what a word. That's a big word. Industry.
My followers sent us questions.
Yep.
About influencing, businessing, passionating,
all of that, motivation,
all of that,
a lot of juice, a lot of gossip.
There was
basically
good stuff
all up on Uche's channel. So now
Yes.
we're here doing part 2, which is a girl talk.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm scared to open the questions because you guys be big wild.
You lot, I'm not even gonna lie. You lot are wild over here.
I sent Uche one question and we're both like,
I nearly fell over. This is my favourite topic to talk about, guys.
Because you like boys, right?
Whoa.
No, wait. What I meant to say is that you like talking about boys. But you do like you do like
I
boys.
like educating young women on valuing themselves.
Wow,
And not letting
look at her
chewing gum
doing
boys.
PR speech. I like educating young women.
Don't let these boys take you for a bit of gum. Because that's all they know.
Chewing gum. Let me warm you up.
Okay.
We're just gonna go through
Ease me into it. Don't drop me in the deep end.
major red flags.
Oh, I like that question a
Major
lot.
red flags.
Major red flags. For me, should I do one?
Give me one and I'll give you one. Someone who talks bad about their ex. That's a major red flag
That's
to
actually
me.
true, because I was going to say someone who talks bad about other people.
Other people.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, other people, of course. But this is in
That's
the context of a
actually
relationship.
That's so
Someone
true.
who talks bad about their ex.
Mhm.
Listen, there is always two sides. What did they say? They say there's 3 sides of the story.
Wait,
His
not
side,
always.
her side,
Because
and the
sometimes
truth.
he's just a psycho. But
I don't think he's all. No. I don't think you can ever put blame on one person in a relationship. I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
okay, well, I'm a red flag then. Because I'll talk up and down about my ex because he's a piece of shit.
Really?
He's such a piece of shit.
Look at a red flag.
I understand each person has their faults.
How are you gonna out? You're just like he's a piece of wow.
But, no, because if you do piece of shit stuff, you are a piece of shit.
Okay.
And that's that. Me and all my friends,
Yeah.
all my close, my little squad,
Yeah.
all of our exes are pieces of shit because they did some really
You guys need to do better then.
No,
What's
yeah, I
going on?
know. We're leveling up. I just had one really bad experience
Yeah.
that taught me a lot about love
Yeah.
and relationships.
Yeah.
And I needed that one bad experience.
But when you break in hearts, Uche.
don't worry about what I'm doing, baby girl.
When you break in hearts.
Yes, I'm the toxic one in relationships. Okay, I know. But I had just one. God just wanted to humble me one time.
Said, don't worry about what I'm doing. Wow.
God humbled me one time, and now I'm a different girl.
Yeah.
I changed since that experience, you know.
Do you know what? Accept your flaws. What did we
Absolutely.
say? Sometimes it's good to know that you can be the toxic one.
But I can recognise
Yeah.
the position I played in other relationships where
Yeah.
I'm like, perhaps I wasn't as compassionate.
You wouldn't handle yourself in the same way as you did before now.
I mean, I would say I still hold the same level of respect for people.
Yeah.
And I always do, but it's like there's more you could have done.
Yeah.
Like what I did was acceptable, but there's always more that you could have done.
Yeah.
So I needed that last relationship to really humble me in life and teach you this is what it's like
When the tables are flipped.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I never did anything bad. Like I've never cheated on anyone.
Yeah.
But just because you're not a cheater doesn't mean that you are
A good
People
person.
always think, oh, cheating is the only bad thing that you can do. You can be not present in a relationship. You can be not understanding of the other person.
Not considerate. There's so many things there's so many flaws that there can be in a relationship.
Yeah. So I think to reduce a bad partner to purely cheating
Yeah.
is to almost cheapen a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because there's so much more that you could have been doing.
Yeah.
Not even that led to him. I don't like any of that led to him doing this.
'cause
People
people
should
gonna
be
cheat
accountable.
regardless.
Yeah. And you should be accountable to your actions regardless. And do you know what? For
Absolutely.
me, I don't have anything to say about relationships really because I haven't been in many. Like genuinely speaking.
I
So
feel you on
I
that
can't
one.
even be like, oh yeah, like can relate or can't
Yeah,
relate because
yeah.
I just haven't been in
No,
that
absolutely. 2 boyfriends I've had.
one.
Anything, by the way, guys, just to let you know, anything before 20 that was we count as work experience. You don't have to acknowledge them. In fact, after 5 years, you can just wipe them from the CV.
Yeah, like, you know when the new year like turns, new person,
New you.
I don't know that emotion.
Don't claim me.
What?
I'm
never
not your
heard of you
ex.
before.
Who?
So for me,
Absolutely.
honestly, I'd rather build my opinion on someone, like we were saying earlier. I'd rather build my opinion on
than
someone.
have it tainted.
Yeah, based
by
on
someone else's
what
view.
Yeah, based on what I have
Yeah.
experienced of you. Should it be tainted by what you've done, then that's purely your fault. But
Yeah.
I can't come and start off on the left foot because
No, for sure.
I don't know you.
Bad manners. How people treat service people that can do nothing for them. That's really telling of your character to me.
100%.
Because it's like those. Okay, you don't hold them in a place where you feel like they have value or they can do anything for you. Therefore, you're rubbishing them.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Tampons or pads?
Tampons.
Yeah.
Both.
Both. I've
Both.
been said both.
Both. Do you know what, guys? I only discovered. You're gonna be like, in my 24 years, I only discovered you're gonna be like, you're so dumb. You can use different sized tampons
Wow.
in one cycle.
You are
So before, I
trash.
just used to use regular all through the cycle.
Doesn't it get dry towards the end? Like when there's no blood to absorb, it's like
Minus that, when you start at the beginning, it's so... Yeah, that does happen. When you start at the beginning, you have to change your tampons every 2 hours because it's so freaking heavy.
Wait, when did you discover this? Like last week?
Not
last
long ago,
cycle?
like maybe like 2 months, 2-3 months.
I cannot. So when you're in Tesco and there's green, there's yellow, and there's red, what did you think that was?
I always, do you know what? I always got because I didn't grow up using tampons. My mum's very much a pad person.
Yeah.
And then it was only when I got to like
I can't believe
uni
this. Yeah.
that I started using tampons, just because it's easier. Do you know what I mean? You just pop it in.
Like life can continue.
Your life can go when you have tampons. It's like you're sitting in a pool.
When you have pads, you mean?
Yeah, when you have pads, it's like you're sitting in a pool of yourself. It's just very uncomfortable. You know when you just feel like you're carrying the weight of the world in your vagina.
In your pants. Only when I was in America when I said those people make sense, because in America you can buy it in like you can buy one big pack
all the different sizes
that has super, regular, and light. I said, wow. They even have a purple one which is like lighter than light. I was like, Americans,
blessings.
they're 2 years ahead
Blessings.
in something. Some
Look at
things
God.
I don't know, but you know.
So I use super.
Yeah.
But I have to use a pad. Just a small liner.
Yeah, just to let you know when you need to change.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hacks.
Hacks, baby.
How do you randomly get over a guy who's ghosted on you?
That one's hard.
Listen, there's no heartbreak that you haven't actually.
Cool. You haven't experienced it.
You haven't experienced it, but
You
you're
get a
actually
heartbreak from
experiencing
a-
heartbreak.
A dude that's not yours.
That's the worst heartbreak.
Do you know what? I have a real issue with, because girls do it too, like ghosting on people. Obviously, I'm sure we've both been ghosters ourselves. It's not nice ghosting on. Sometimes you don't even realise that you're ghosting on someone.
You realise? Listen, she's lying.
I'm a bigger woman now. Like I try not to do them things no more.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, you need to start talking to someone else to distract. This is when Lydia was doing a live the other day with Ted.
Teddy.
Oh, sorry.
He'll come for you.
Oh, his name is Ted Shred Fitness, and he
Teddy.
doesn't want to be called Ted.
He's not Ted.
Wow. So Lydia was doing a live the other day with Teddy.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, I asked a question about dating multiple people, and Lydia made the point of it's nice to have A, B, and C because
No,
No.
I disagree.
no, but the point that you made, was it you? I feel like you made the point.
I
It's
made
a
the
good
point. No, my friend was saying that she dates multiply, so
But her
she
reason
has.
for it was my
yeah.
friend's reason, which is
I
very
agree.
good.
I agree with it, but I just personally cannot do it.
But
But
then
I agree with
when
what
you're
she's saying.
doing this whole, so she has like A, B, and C.
Yeah.
In that case, if B ghosts on you, you're not
You got
pressed
C.
because you got A and C left.
Yeah, it's true. But for me, I'm very much like A,
Yeah,
and I
same.
put all my baskets.
It's so
I put all my eggs in A.
It's so bad.
So these times when A drops my eggs, I'm mad.
That's me.
I'm mad.
And when I like someone,
Oh,
I like
them.
you.
I like
you.
heavy.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
because it takes a lot for me to like someone. So I now came out of my shell and I said, you are the one I like. And then you want to ghost? You're actually mad. Because I like 2 people in 1 year. I give 6 months to one, 6 months to the other. Should you now come and tamper with this?
You mad?
I was blocking out the next 6 months for you. What do you mean?
Do you know what? I fall for people easily,
Yeah.
But my issue is I also fall out
Do you?
equally as easily, which is why I have But then I'm trying to change.
Yeah.
You see, I'm trying not to.
So what tactic are you deploying right now? What are we actively?
So the way my friend was like to combat this is to talk to multiple people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have energy for more than one person at a time.
I saw you tweeting that, I think, the other day.
I do. Someone's talking about someone dates 3 people.
Yeah.
3 between me, work, the gym.
Yeah.
And
where's
food,
the time?
I don't have the time.
Where's the time?
I really don't.
I saw the best tweet the other day. This lady was saying that she was calling her nan about boy trouble, and her nan said, like, if you have time to be worrying about a guy, take a hobby up, because you shouldn't be allowing so much time for you to be going over why hasn't he called.
No, it's
what,
true.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
If you have the time to be lying in bed, like,
in times I've actually found myself thinking about why a dude isn't texting me back. It's because I'm jobless.
You're very jobless.
I'm very jobless.
And you're avoiding doing work, and you could be doing so much more. Don't get me wrong, I do that. Like, I'm not speaking from a place of holier than thou. I do that, but I also recognize that in that time that I'm wasting my time worrying,
being pressed about why next guy's not texting me back.
I
could have been making money moves.
But he's really living his life.
Let me not lie to you.
That's the joke.
He's lit. I'm not even gonna. I don't want to be the person to say this, but if he's not texting you, it's because he's texting someone else,
or just doing other things that's just clearly not you. It's sad, but ladies, just work on yourself. Then that way you can never be pressed.
That's what I'm saying.
You can never ever be pressed.
Girls always ask me, like, you know, like, what do I do? Like, he's not texting me back. He's not calling me back.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm like, is he paying your water bill?
Yeah, pick a water bill. I've been saying, pay one bill.
If he's not paying your bills or contributing to your money, if he's not helping you level up a skill, then
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
There's your fish in the sea.
There's hella fish, guys.
Do you know how many people there are in the world?
I get it. Okay, don't get me wrong. I understand what it's like to like someone.
That one fish is the one you want.
I want that fish there. That has to be mine. But when you look back, you're thinking, that's what I was getting pressed over.
Yeah. And you know what? My thing is, they always come back.
Oh!
Every single guy who I've liked, apart from one, there's this one shark which has defeated me. I swear, there's always come one. Back. And listen, I have a plan to get him to want me back.
Like, who's the shark, please?
So I should just out myself. Never. There's only one.
Oh, I'm gonna ask
that has defeated me. A snack. Marriage pressure after 25.
Well, I'm 24,
can't relate.
So
don't know about that.
I can never be pressured, because I told everyone from the jump, don't pressure me about that until I'm 28. 30.
Really?
I don't want to be.
So wait, you've put a timeline. Okay,
it's not.
Why is that a timeline? Why 28?
Yeah, but I don't want to get married super young. I will not be upset with myself if I'm 32 and I'm still not married. Yeah. Because I have other goals. I have other things. Like, this is why I just think it's so important as a young lady, young woman. I just feel like it's very important to have
drive and more. There should be more to you than a man. What do you have about
you outside of men?
Yeah.
You need more.
There has to be more. The man cannot be your defining factor. Cannot be the thing that holds you together. It cannot.
Imagine.
It will not.
Valuing yourself against man.
Come on, man.
Man
who don't even know what they're doing half the time.
They have no. I have a brother and a father, and one of my best friends is male. Yeah. Many male friends. Yeah. These lot are clueless.
They're literally doing guesswork. And you're worrying about someone who's doing guesswork.
Do you know what's mad? You'll be overthinking something that hasn't even crossed their mind.
Didn't even occur. That was a thing. You know.
I was seeing one dude. I was overthinking this situation to the ground. He was like, when I finally talked to him about it, he was like. Oh. So we just had this whole roundabout conversation when you could have just led with, this is what I've been thinking about. Wow. What's the issue? Wow. He was like, you're just creating problems when there isn't anything.
Yeah. So concentrate on yourself.
That's it.
Wait, what was the question? I forgot.
The question 25, was 25, and for me, marriage isn't like I'd love to be married, but it's not like a stamp goal point of an achievement thing for me. Like, if I'm not married by 30, because I know there is a lot of pressure, especially when you're a black woman or a woman of colour. Yeah. There's pressure because a lot of older generations see that as an achievement. Yeah. You know, my daughter's married, you know, my daughter's living in her husband's house. Yeah. And I completely understand that pressure, but also understand that we're living in a different time. We're living in a different age. Yeah. We're so fortunate to be coming up in a time where it's normalized for women to have their own thing going on. Yeah. Like, you don't have to rely on a man anymore.
You don't have to rely, and I think, as you say, it's a different age entirely. Whereas before it was like your husband would be the sole provider. Yeah. These times we've got boss babes. Like, we have boss babes who are running the household, and there's nothing wrong with being single.
I
feel like that's why
honestly,
in my channel I'm just always like, I'm so open about being single
people
because
are so scared to be alone.
oh my god, like don't get me wrong, it sucks sometimes. Yeah,
I love being single.
no, but it sucks sometimes. Like oh really, Uche, are we coming with that energy? Sometimes.
It sucks sometimes, but it never sucks worse enough for me to ever compromise being on my own to being with someone. 100%. I've heard girls say, I'd rather be in a horrible relationship than be single.
Why would you wish that on yourself?
Like, what? That means that you literally
don't like yourself.
You don't
like yourself. You don't like your own.
You don't want to spend time with
yourself.
you.
Yeah.
And someone, who was it? Iyanla Vanzant. She said, you don't even want to spend time with you. Why would anyone else want to spend time with you?
Yeah.
You're so worried about, why isn't this guy talking to me? Why doesn't this guy want to... When was the last time you spent time just with
yourself?
The whole day, just by yourself?
I feel like we're going far into this, but that's understanding yourself, understanding the person that you want to be with as well. Love languages. Oh my God. Have you guys heard about love languages? Because
that's the first question I asked someone.
Oh, that's what I do too, baby. We're grown.
We're grown.
And even the personality traits.
Yeah.
Listen.
Also, family dynamics. Throw them all together.
Wow, that's a lot. But you know what? Those sound like heavy questions, but I'd rather get it out. I'd rather get it out of the way at the start to know, first of all, if your love language is not something that's really going to work with me. Like, let's just cut it before we get into this, before we get into too deep into this. It's not going to work, He doesn't do physical touch, but you're a very physical person. Do you know what I mean? That's really, like, it could work with time, but you need to understand that at the very start.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd be like, I just don't get why he's not.
Yeah, he doesn't, like, hold my hand when we're out. Like,
he doesn't. Whereas that's just not his love language at all.
Someone that grew up in a family where they didn't
use words
touchy, and you're like, but he doesn't affirm me. Like, I like to be affirmed. He
doesn't know that.
That's not.
He doesn't know that emotion.
Yeah, he literally can't relate, can't feel it.
So unless you discuss these things at the get go,
you're gonna be frustrated the whole time.
You're gonna be kind of feel like you're wasting your time. So I think it's important to have these kind of adulty conversations. It sounds so like pretentious, but like, listen, at the get go, what's your love language? Let's do the test. If he's not bothered, next.
Can't even do small tests to you. Small tests.
16 questions and you move.
That thing taught me so. That personality test, it dragged me through the
backwards.
Ground.
I read it. I said, yeah, somebody wrote a biography about me.
That's it. It's very accurate.
Too accurate.
It's actually
too
rude.
Accurate.
Painfully accurate.
How do you explain wigs and weaves to your Caucasian man?
Ooh, okay. This is actually quite a good question.
That's a good question.
I have dated.
As I have too.
Oh, wonderful.
Was yours wigs? Because mine was weave. The guy who I dated, it was back in the day.
Was he Italian? What was he?
South African.
South African.
Yeah. Real life OGs. I mean, day zeros. No. They know about Jack.
Jack, you know.
Jack. How standard.
South African.
South African Jack.
I love South African accents.
Yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, that was back in the day of weaves. And like, I didn't have to explain, like, he just knew what it was. Yeah,
you just told them, if it's a weave, then you can say, like, it's sewn in extensions. Like, that's easy enough to understand.
Yeah.
I would say being open. Like, if there's a picture you like of yourself with your natural hair, show it to them.
Yeah.
This is my natural hair. This is what it looks like. It's better to just get it all out because it kind of curbs the curiosity.
Yeah.
Because they're very curious. Because obviously our hair is very different to white girls' hair.
Yeah.
You know, it's they're like, okay, but I don't understand why you can't have your hair.
Listen, at the end of the day, listen up, little man. Listen, this is my hair and I can't change it, so let's just keep it moving. If that's a stumbling block, next.
Yeah.
Like, I am so...
Please don't over-explain to people about
anything. Not even just
hair.
hair. Anything. Don't ever feel like you need to ever explain yourself.
It's just...
So it's good to communicate, but don't be doing...
Nah. Next. That's what answers for everything. Next.
Worst experience with a man, so date, relationship, any encounter?
Oh, my ex was awful. My ex cheated on me. I've only been through it once. I don't know how people do this more than once in one lifetime because
it's a lot.
Actually nearly killed me.
Yeah.
Just to be really honest.
Nearly
like,
took
it
you
nearly
out.
took me out of the game. Like, I was nearly out of here.
Over a man.
So if you see them... Do you know what's so funny, right, about my ex?
Yeah.
Because I find this situation a lot when girls write into me. This is why I'm so glad that God humbled me with this situation. Yeah, it was horrible. It was shit.
Yeah.
But it just really helps you see things from a different point of view.
Yeah.
Because we would have arguments, and it'd be like we'd be like out with our friends and we'd have an argument, and I'd be like, you know, it was definitely my fault, and everyone's like, we were there, like we saw. But when you're with someone that's like emotionally abusive, like manipulative, gaslights you, it's very easy for you to think that, okay, if they're never taking blame, because I remember very clearly situations where I knew I wasn't in the wrong, but I still found myself apologizing just because you want to appease them, and like that's not right. It shouldn't be like that, and it just gets to a point where you just start feeling like, okay, everything must be my fault, and it's like your friends are like, I was there,
it's not,
I saw it, like we saw the whole thing play out from start to finish, and we would tell you, because my friends aren't, they're just
like, gonna side with you just for the sake
they're not like that. Like, if you're in the wrong, I'm gonna tell you're in the wrong, and if you're in the right, I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that, you know, this was your position in it. Like, multiple friends would tell me, and even still I would be like, it was my fault,
but you were just love struck, so you couldn't see outside of it. And that's dangerous.
When a relationship gets to that point, it's like, this isn't healthy, it's toxic, like nothing positive is gonna ever breed out. And it got to a point where we were literally arguing all the time, and I was still like, I still love you. Like, I
think you're probably just, and most times you're probably hanging on to the idea of who they were or the beginning, but you know the bit when they're perfect. You know, that's where you just were like, I know you're better, but no, that wasn't them.
That wasn't. And you start like hanging on to like that one, you know, when they're nice, and then you're like, oh, but like you'll have a massive argument, and then he'll maybe call you the next day and be like, listen, babe, like and you're like, oh look.
That's the bit you hang on to.
That's what you hang on to. You forget the huge passer that you had the night before.
And that's the thing is, there was one guy who uselessed me. Oh wow, he uselessed me all my life. Let's just put it that way. He uselessed me all my life. I can't even say that he was my boyfriend because he wasn't, but he's still useless to me.
Stop it.
Wow. Oh. Oh Jesus.
He rubbished you. He wasn't even your man.
Rubbish. The guy rubbished me. I'd say a good 5 years.
Stop it. Lydia, stop.
How can you be rubbished from first year of university all the way until like 4 years? Did I do 3 years of uni? Why am I being rubbished for 4 years of uni? How? He rubbished me. Wow. Anyway, him. The reason why he rubbished me so much, I have this trait about me where I forget. Wow.
Amnesia. Amnesia found
I forget, like, I forget bad things so quick. That in fact, even recently I fell out with a friend, and the reason why I fell out with a friend is because another friend reminded me that this friend had done the exact same thing before. I was like, wait, I cannot forgive again because I already forgave before. And we spoke about it before, and so when I forgive, I truly forget. My friend was like, Lydia, just saying this, but this friend has done the exact same thing before, and you came to me and you told me, and I was like, my goddy god.
look at that.
So you see how this boy rubbished me for 5 years? Because
this one had amnesia. He's apologized. She's like, what are you apologizing for?
I'm like, it wasn't. Did that happen? Really? He rubbished me because I have the tendency to like just truly forget things. So he would do something and I'd be really upset, but then I'd forget and I'd forgive him. And I have this one friend who actually, I fell out with her, or rather we fell out for a brief period because she was tired of me. She was like, you can't keep putting yourself through this, because she was like, you can't keep allowing him, and then you come to me every time, you're running to me, but I keep telling you that he's doing this. She was like, I'm done with you. Rightfully so.
That's another dangerous thing when you keep going back, and it's like everyone around you
sees it,
and I understand it's hard to see something when you're in the situation. Even after this boy had rubbished my life for how many months?
Only months.
University,
collect price.
Like, what final year university? 1 year university is like 5 years of life.
Babe, 4 actual years.
It's too intense. When I finally decided, okay, let me. Bearing in mind, I'm not even going to say that I broke up with him, but he'd already checked out. Even then, I was still like, oh, you know.
Yeah, it could
maybe
work.
Maybe if we tried it differently. And everyone was like, please, snap out of this.
Come out of it.
How can you tell if someone is using you for the wrong things? That's a good question.
Bitch, I don't know. I was dragged for 4 years.
How do you explain the wig situation to a guy before we get busy with them? Bruv, just secure your wig. Dating a guy who's separated but not divorced yet.
What the hell? What
That's
do I
a great
know?
question.
But what do I know?
That's absolute nonsense.
What do you know about?
There's enough single guys out here. Competition amongst women. Focus on yourself. Sorry. Why are you worried about next girl? Do you know, see how people just create anxiety for themselves? Focusing on the wrong things, sis. What's the hardest rejection from a guy? Listen, rejection can't kill you. There's nothing that you're gonna say. What's the hardest rejection from a guy?
I was taking for a mug for 4 years. Like, what else do you want me to say?
This is not a good category for you to be doing questions in. Have you ever thought that no one finds you attractive? What?
I like that one. Let's do that one.
The last question is, have you ever thought...
I'm hot.
Are you okay?
I'm really hot. Okay, go.
Have you ever thought that no one finds you attractive? Guys, I don't understand. He's really busting up.
I'm laughing because it's imposter cunt.
I'm sorry.
It's actually, like, the thing is, you're ugly to...
Oh, you want to say... Like, I can
We're
never...
all ugly to
someone.
somebody. Like,
You don't know how many.
we're all ugly to somebody.
It's
Why
true.
would you be...
Guys, do you know the number one thing that you can do to help you with that? Stop being pressed about what next people think.
Honestly, we're all ugly to somebody.
someone.
So why would I be like, oh, does he like me? Does he not? If he likes you, you'll know. If he doesn't, you'll equally know.
But even if no one finds me attractive, I think I'm alright.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay. So I went to school. I'm from Kent. So I went to school. All the girls look the same. They're all white, blonde, like cutesy, petite. And obviously all the dudes are white. So white dudes, like white girls. And like, as a black girl, you don't get as much attention, which like, I still got attention, but it was always the typical, you know, you're cute for a black girl. I've never dated a black girl before. I thought that was the norm.
Yeah.
And then I went to uni and I was just getting like mad attention. Still didn't think I was cute.
Yeah.
And then I kind of grew into my features. And I think it was only like at 23, 22, 23.
That's last 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe the last 2 years where I'm like, you know what? You're quite cute, you know, like you got high cheekbones, you got a cute little nose.
Yeah.
Like your eyes are alright, like, do you know what I mean? But what I've realised is that even when people think they're cute, they'll still say stuff like, oh, you know, I'm not that cute. And it's like, taken away from yourself doesn't increase or decrease your attractivity.
Yeah.
Like, if you like something about yourself,
Oh, say it.
shout it. Because if you don't shout about it, no one else is going to. And
Be your biggest fan.
You have to. People call you conceited.
Yeah.
People call you arrogant. But I'm
They
literally
don't know
valuing me.
and they also don't know what it took for you to get to that place.
Exactly.
Like, exactly like you, I grew up in when we first moved into that town, we were one of 3 black families in a town. How mad? Is that wild? Is that not wild?
It's wild. Because
So-
you're comparing your standards to others.
There's different, but there's like, I was mad different. All the boys, did I even exist? Me and my blackity black self.
Blackity black. Blackity black.
Blackity black, round bum, big lips,
That's it.
big
Oh my
teeth,
god, yeah.
big nose.
Yeah.
My closure, there was no closure back then. It was them ones where you try and make afro match with premium now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Stop it.
How does afro 4C match with premium yaki?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. That's what I was doing all of my life in school. I was not in any measure of attractive to any of those guys, but I still thought that I was.
Really?
I knew that there was something about me.
I thought you were papping.
I knew there was something about me. Try and tell me otherwise. What, my man that doesn't match? So what? So because I always knew that there was more to me than just my looks.
Absolutely.
Like
Oh my
now
God, yes,
it's just that I'm even like I'm just more attractive because you know the face is right. But I've been had a personality. Tell me about
That's it. You got to develop your personality. That I always say that has to be more to you.
About you.
What have you got about you?
Yeah, that's not just your looks because
Yeah.
that can go like this. God
Literally.
forbid, but
It
something
can.
could happen so that all of this on the outside is gone now. So where do we really sit?
That's
Because
it.
you can have some really pretty girls who are really very ugly.
Yeah, they're very nasty girls, not very nice girls.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out UCHE'S video where we're going to be discussing, well, we have discussed
Here.
industry
Click on
tea, all of that. Oh my god, that's a good title.
Industry tea.
Industry tea. But actually, no, people are going to come with negative energy. Don't put industry tea.
I'm gonna put industry tea.
Peace.
Bye.